What's up, YouTube? It's your boy J5. Listen, we got this video come out recently. A 7-year-old boy was kidnapped, and then later on, some more footage came out where potentially the dad was actually with them when it happened. And so we're gonna see what exactly happened. I'll give you guys kind of what I think was going on here, and it got kind of wild. So let's get into it.
And breaking news at 5, new video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy at gunpoint, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And Hannah, police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here.
Oh, they actually found someone. They took someone in. That's crazy. Okay.
Here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone.
Oh, there's somebody.
A terrifying abduction caught on camera.
So right there, you can see it's hard to kind of hard to make it out, but you can see homeboy running with the kid right here, up here on the right-hand side.
A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, I still can't rest, because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan.
So the quality is not great, obviously, but as she's explaining, the kid is on the bike.
Following along.
He's riding up on the sidewalk about right here. And there was a Jeep that just pulled away that was parked right there. His dad is in this car right here that's moving along in the middle of the street with him.
Beside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around.
White Jeep turns around, blocks the driveway.
Then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house.
So first and foremost, this don't happen for no reason. People do kidnap people, and yes, these kind of things do happen, but I will tell you that typically this is not a crime, in my opinion, that I see common in the black community. Taking somebody's kid is just, it's not something that I think is common in the street life or these kind of neighborhoods. I'll be honest. I don't think that's how these things usually go. Maybe I'm a little out of touch, except for when there's an issue with the dad. And you can definitely tell that they were coming for the dad. And I think that my mans that hopped out of the car realized, like, oh shit, we can't get the dad. And they didn't want to run in the house. And in a split second, I think he just decided to grab the kid because the kid was right there. Probably to get at the dad, probably to scare him, probably hoping that they could get back at the dad later on. It was the heat of the moment. I don't think this was a planned hit on the kid. I think this was something to do with the dad. And I think the beef was with the father and something that he did, and they were coming to find him. Because they're sitting at his house waiting for him to come there. And then just so happened they run into him and he's with this kid. So
house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep.
It surprises me though, that they didn't shoot any shots. So maybe they didn't shoot anybody, which makes me wonder, were they actually trying to rob him? But then again, I don't know, because if they were trying to rob him, why didn't they just follow him in the house? The only other thing I can think is maybe they didn't know that was his kid. And if they didn't know that it was his kid, maybe they just were in the heat of the moment, they decided, well, let's grab the kid because he's a witness, or let's grab the kid because dad's going to come back outside trying to save his kid and be a hero. I don't know what their thought process was, obviously, but the whole thing is sloppy. If they were coming to hit, if they were coming for a hit, they could have killed the dad for sure. They could have at least shot at him. They didn't. And then they also gave him a chance to get in the house. So all of it was kind of sloppy.
Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Also, she absolutely knows something for sure. The way she answered that question, like she was so unbothered by it. Luckily, their kid is safe, but I can almost guarantee she knows something about what's happening there. How much she knows, maybe the brother or I'm not sure if that was her brother or his girlfriend. I'm not sure. It didn't really say. She knows more than she's letting on there, for absolutely. Just no way around it. There's just the way this whole thing went down. There's something more to it, and this culture, like the hood culture, they're not gonna snitch on each other. And in some ways, that's, I kind of respect it, because if you're living this type of life and someone runs up on you with a gun, and even if they do grab your kid, it's like, well, they gave them back, so it's like, really, you got to handle it in the streets. You can't really be going on the news and telling the cops what happened, because that just ain't how that goes. You just gonna end up in the mix, and it's gonna be a problem for you.
As family is seen running out of the home, the boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on Saturday,
they got him, y'all.
Police recovered the boy in a home near 39th and Lloyd around 6 p.m. Saturday, 7 miles away from home.
We literally cannot thank the community enough, because I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for everybody just caring about this 7-year-old boy, we probably would not have found him.
No, I think these were just sloppy criminals, man. I don't think they was really about that life. Because if they really was trying to press it, they could have. But I think they realized it wasn't really worth it. You know what I mean? If they was coming to get the little boy, they would have just grabbed him in the first place.
Just a terrifying 24 hours. Hannah, police have yet to reveal a motive.
Right, Blake, and same goes for the relationship, if any, between these suspects and Jamal's family. That family does tell me that Jamal is right now with Child Protective Services as this investigation continues for police. They are hoping to reunite with him soon.
All right, Hannah Hilliard live for us in Milwaukee tonight. Thanks, Hannah.
The dad is getting relentlessly bullied online right now for leaving and running, and I don't necessarily agree with it. Because when someone's running at you with a gun and you don't have a gun, I think your knee-jerk reaction is to kind of run and get away. I mean, he probably didn't even think that they would bother his kid, in all honesty. If he knew who they were, he probably didn't even think that was even really what was going to happen. Which is maybe why they did it. You know what I mean? It might have been why they did it in the first place. Or in the heat of the moment, why they might have decided to do it, I should say. But we'll find out. I think we'll find out more. We'll never know the full story, most likely. Because like I said, they just won't. Most likely, they're not going to come out and tell you. But they do have someone in custody, which is interesting. So, I mean, maybe he'll say more. Maybe he'll say why he was there or what he was angry about or whatever. And we'll find out a little bit more. Okay, so we went to Neighborhood Talk on Instagram. We're going to look through. We'll see some of the comments and see what they got to say. And we'll also read the dad's statement, see what he has to say real fast. So, dad said, Mel, his name is Maul785. I wonder if we can find out what that means. I'm not going to try to dig into it too much. But bro says, hell yeah, I ran. I'm thinking they trying to rob me, not take down. I didn't say his name, baby, y'all. Y'all slow. We both alive, and my baby tried to get away like I told him. God had us the whole time. Obviously, I did right by my baby safe. So basically, he's saying his kid's safe. First, I set it up. Then my brother kidnapped my son. Now I'm wrong for leaving my son. I know I messed up. Y'all ain't got to tell me my son good, though. Y'all wanted to paint every picture of me to be the bad guy. I can't win with y'all, but I won with my kid. Remember this, the internet. Y'all foul as hell, painting them crazy narratives. Even the police treated me like I'm the bad guy as long as my baby's straight. That's all that mattered. So basically, man, the internet been going pretty hard on him. He kind of clapped back and said, nah, we good, everybody all right. Kid good, we back. And so he gonna have to live with that and maybe take that up with his son later on in life. But for now, luckily his kid is good. He's good. Could have been a lot worse. And the comment section is obviously eating him up. Like I said, your son is gonna forever remember his daddy scary. A mother would never. We don't give a who what they got. I don't know about all that. I think anybody that was fight or flight, maybe they would have fought. His daddy got some shit going on. They didn't really want the kid, but he left the kid, so they gonna hold him for a ransom, but it didn't go as they planned. That's exactly what I said. I can almost tell you for sure they didn't want to touch that kid for real, but I think it was just in the heat of the moment they did. And I bet other dude was probably telling him like, bro, what you doing with that kid? He probably, man, if you don't take that kid back, I can almost guarantee it. So hopefully the dude who didn't touch the kid I don't know. Maybe, I don't think he deserved to be in trouble for the kidnap, but he might, if they catch up with him, then he probably going to be in there too. You literally are the bad guy. You abandoned your son. He's never going to forget that ever. So you ran in the house and left your child outside. You a whole dad and parent, so getting robbed would be more of an issue than your child's safety. As a man, this is not a good response. This boy couldn't have been killed. And hey, what can I say? I think I agree with the commenter up there who said dad got something going on, and I don't think they really wanted the kid. They just so happened to kind of do that. So yeah, but it's an interesting one. We'll keep following it as it goes along. I think it's another one that we're probably going to kind of keep an eye on in the future. So if you guys like this type of stuff, man, definitely drop me a follow. Appreciate any comments. Let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. It's kind of crazy. And I'll see you guys in the future. Peace.